Ladies and gentlemen, children of the interwebs out there, smashing the strong style cinephile. Wonder Woman 1984 was DC and HBO Max's Christmas present to the world to get to see the movie on demand at home. Well, not on demand, I mean through HBO Max at home from the comfort of your Rona-free personal bubbles, or you can venture out to theaters where they're open to see this movie. So let's geek about it for a scant few minutes. I would say first off that it was wonderfully average. Opened up with a flashback scene to Diana as a kid competing with the other grown-up Amazons back on Themyscira, and she's in a race. It's like an American Ninja Warrior type of course that they have to navigate to come in first. Diana is shown first to be winning. Something happens to her, she gets knocked off, and then she takes a shortcut to what she thinks is coming first till she gets snatched away at the very last moment. And learns the lesson that was set for this movie, and the idea that you can't take a shortcut to greatness. You can't take a shortcut to what you want most in the world. You have to put in the work to get what you want, and I mean that's basic, stuff that you try to instill. Your parents try to instill in you. You try to instill it into your kids. It's a basic life lesson. You can't take shortcuts to get to the top. You have to do the work. In this movie, we see that played out as the villain, Maxwell Lord, comes into a certain power set that allows him to grant wishes for people, and he uses that because with every, when there's a wish-granting God, or there's a wish aspect in a movie, it's not just rainbows and unicorns. There's something that you have to give up in order to get what you want. To take that shortcut, you have to give up something. So everybody's giving up stuff to Maxwell Lord, which propels him to the top, propels him to the center of villainy in this film. Very simple stuff. And in the midst of all that is Kristen Wiig's Barbara Minerva Cheetah character, and Kristen Wiig at first, when I saw that she was cast as Cheetah, I was kind of unsure about that, cause based on the movie she's done in the past, but she brought an awkwardness, a clumsiness to Barbara Minerva on the outset, where kind of she's just walked over by society, not noticed by people who hired her for a job that she's working, who she just spoke to 2 days ago, and they already forgot her. So we see her go through that transition from that to being more confident, and then of course with that has to come the villainy, route that she takes. I think she played it competently. The stuff with Cheetah and Wonder Woman, Diana, we can get to that in a second because I have words for that. The good in the movie, Pedro Pascal as Maxwell Lord, when you see his story arc and how it plays out, how it really kind of starts with him just trying to make his son proud of him, to where he loses himself as he gets more success, more power, and it's kind of the key to his defeat has to be brought back to his desire to just have his son be proud of him. As a parent myself, I know the desire to just want to be everything in your kid's eyes, to have them be proud of you. So I understand the desire for him to do that. Gal Gadot as Diana, this is her 4th or 5th time as Wonder Woman. She's great. It's the problem with this film, it's the same problem that Henry Cavill's had as Superman, where he's a great Superman trapped in terrible Superman movies. Not saying this movie is terrible, it's just wonderfully average is the film. Chris Pine, I was kind of leery of him coming back as Steve Trevor because I felt it neutered his whole sacrifice in the first movie, and I figured there was going to be some sacrificial stuff going on. By the end of this, I'll give you too many spoilers, and you can kind of guess that's what's going to happen. So he was good in his role. It was a switch, as Diana was the fish out of water in the first movie. Steve is the fish out of water in the 80s, and this film each starts off just very, very 80s and kind of giving us the cheesy, kind of standout things that we remember about the 80s. Chris Pine, he was great in his role, as it was in the movie. Getting to, like I said, overall, it was just wonderfully average. Getting to some of the stuff I didn't like. The action scenes were okay. They were just kind of average. They were just kind of more, I want to say it's more, they're more ballet, more kind of dance with the wire fu stuff than pure action. For me personally, Diana's an Amazon. I want to see her throw down. The Justice League cartoons, DC cartoons, have really spoiled me to what I want to see a live action Wonder Woman do. I want to see her just really throw down, not just do these just wide swinging slow motion movements, like I said, this ballet looking type stuff. And that's kind of what it was with the first confrontation between Barbara and Diana, and then the confrontation between Cheetah and Diana when she's got the gold armor stuff that we've seen in the commercials, we've seen on the action figures. It's interesting how they work in Linda Carter's cameo, because of course you know there's going to be one, how they work that into the film, what it has to do with the armor and the character that she plays. That was cool. I have to stay till the mid-credit scene for that. But it was just average. It was a feel-good kind of message that Wonder Woman used to kind of beat the bad guy. She defeated him with her wonder words. It wasn't like a throwdown with Max Lord. She just used her wonder words. That's kind of disappointing. The action scenes are kind of disappointing. There's a lot to like in this movie. I personally just went into it looking, hoping for different things that I didn't get. So for me, it's a strong like 7.5 out of 10, just purely for the performance of Pascal, of Pine, of Gadot. Outside of that, just for the things that I come to a comic book movie for, I didn't get those. Maybe you will, but me personally, I didn't get them. So for me, it's a strong 7.5 out of 10 for Wonder Woman 1984. Hopefully, third time around, we just get a little bit more just action, just really down and dirty, kind of just warrior, Amazon, just throwdowns. That's what I want. Patty Jenkins has said she doesn't know if she's directing the third one or not, so it remains to be seen kind of the story that is developed, the script that we get. When we get it, when it gets here, it remains to be seen also kind of how the box office shapes up with on-demand stuff, with HBO Max versus people actually going out in the theater with the pandemic and all that kind of stuff going on. Interesting to see the financial fallout of this movie, but overall, it's okay. You might as well see it. I mean, what else are you going to do on this Christmas Day? Watch some Wonder Woman, watch some other stuff on HBO Max. I just saw that all of like New Who is on HBO Max, so I'm going to go into a Doctor Who coma probably for the rest of the day. So, what do you guys out there think? Have you seen Wonder Woman 1984? You're going to see it at home, or did you venture out to a theater to see it? Let me know in the comments below. Follow me, social media, see me, NPX, Saturday. Frozen, 6-man tag, putting the hurt on some rookies, and some up-and-comers, and just doing what I do, going places, kicking faces, and making movies, kicking faces. Till next time, let us geek.